What's up, y'all? Welcome to FAB 806. I'm Alan, and we're here in Magnolia. Yes, I said it. We've always talked about it. I've got this, I've got that in Magnolia. Well, we're actually here. And I want to show y'all a car that I've been working on for a long time. And it's been an on and off project, and that's why we still have this building here. Not including all my tools are here. But this car is, I'm going to call it my pride and joy, because everything is brand new on this car. We've replaced the entire car. It is a brand new 1968 Chevelle Super Sport. I know it's matching numbers, and I know we put a lot of panels that aren't matching, but at the end of the day, someone will appreciate it. So I know we do.
So this build started in 2017, but initially this car was being built for Tommy's son,
Correct.
TJ. And so it was starting off as a partial restoration, and then halfway through the build, his son decided he didn't want it anymore.
Right. Well, see, the problem was they sold him the car as a frame off.
Yeah.
And once we dug deeper and deeper, they just masked over it, you know, put a floor on top of the original floor. So yeah, we built this relationship, and it's been a lot of years, you know. Even when I went to Jeans, I asked him for permission. I said, you know, hey, I'm going to Jeans. Normally he's asking me to stop, and this time I asked him, hey, can we stop on a project, because I've got to go help Jeans. So he said yes. Gave me his blessings, and we took off, and we came back and we worked on it some, and then we had to put a pause on it because he was starting to have, well, you know, he went to the hospital,
Had some health concerns.
had some health concerns.
So we put the build back on pause.
Back on pause.
And then that's when we went to Lubbock.
Yes, that's when we went to Lubbock. You guys saw we built Daisy. We moved from one shop to another.
And then we went to the Bug and kind of just, we had,
right.
I didn't even really get to showcase some of the stuff. Like I teased some shorts of the Impala, but I haven't even dug into those videos yet.
We have a ton of videos.
There's still a ton of videos. Like, look, this is the whole production crew. Y'all know.
Cleanup crew, work crew, the whole nine.
So we went to Lubbock to find, you know, to work on some other projects. And then, we were doing some follow-up on the Chevelle, kind of just checking in and seeing how we were doing.
Yeah.
And then we got the unfortunate news that Tommy did not make it. And his health issues, unfortunately, got the best of him. And so we didn't know where the project was going to go. This has been a relationship with Tommy since 2017. Come now, here we are, 2025. We're almost a decade in. And so when we found out that he had passed, not knowing where this build was going to go, when we met with his son, TJ has, you know, decided that they do want to finish this build in honor of his dad. And so to be able to continue the build, is really such an honor, and that he wants to honor everything that his dad did, because Alan tried to sell everything custom for this car and Tommy would not budge. He said, I'm not doing anything outside of Error Correct. Don't you sell me.
Right. He wanted
no fat tires.
Custom, Error Correct, hot rod. That was it, period. And I kept trying to talk him into the suspension and all this, big wheels, and he was just like, nope, I don't want no big wheels. Don't be asking nobody either, because I don't want no big wheels. You know, hey, 15 by 8s, 15 by 10s, or whatever combination we're going to do, but they're going to be Craig SS's, 100%. And they're going to be 15-inch, 100%, with the white letters out, because we really, really want to showcase this car for real. Yeah,
so you'll kind of be jumping in like mid-build, but just know, like, from the start is, you know, we started at the very beginning, from driving it in and tearing it down and really doing like a full restoration. Like you said, this is his pride and joy. This is one that we're super excited, but it's very bittersweet for us to jump on this one, because the thought of Tommy not seeing the finished product is super tough.
Yeah.
So anyways, we hope y'all enjoy Tommy's car. So stay tuned, enjoy, and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. This is a 1968 Chevelle 396 Super Sport. Everything on this car is brand new. The only thing original is this A-pillar, this window channel. Oh, and the inner quarters.
And the roof?
No, it's brand new.
Oh, the roof is new too.
Yeah, the roof is new. And it's funny because they only sell a roof for a 69 Chevelle. And for some reason, if you want a 68, you have to get it in cutting. So we ordered the 69, we cut it, it fits perfectly. So maybe the skeleton right here, this little skeleton thing is original. But other than that, we have peeled this car apart like an orange, took all the rust out of it. New one-piece floor from the tow board all the way to the back trunk. Well, actually, I think it was two pieces. That went to the package tray, and then from the package tray back, we replaced the whole floor. So from underneath, it looks picture perfect. I mean, it's super nice. We've got some good filler primer on there to be able to knock it down. Inner wheel wells left and right, we replaced them both. This car, because it is a super sport car, we want to try to get as original as possible, but still make it a 70s custom. Like if you bought it brand new in 68, by 70, how did we customize it? So this is where we left off, and probably about 2 years ago, maybe a little bit over 2 years ago is when we last worked on it, and that's when we replaced the floor, and we cut out the firewall and the dash and the cowl. These I cut out because I had to clean all this inside. It was all rusted up. Here's these, and you can see where I or someone else fixed it. I was just looking how nice it was. It was nice. It was me. So anyways, I'm going to clean this up really well. Probably blast it. That's my go-to all the time. After that, we'll throw some DP40. You know, I'm back at the original shop, so it's all PPG here. I always try to push it everywhere I go, though. Here's my awesome engine. It's color red. Little fact here. It's actually a Ford red, performance red. Just for all the haters, we had to throw some Ford in there. What we're doing to it, of course, we've got this kit. I really don't remember who it's from because it's been a while. But recently we did order, there's a company called AFCO. And what they do is AFCO, these Chevelles are known for rusting up. This whole chassis rust up real nasty. And you see this perfect example right here with the body mount went. It's already almost rotted through. So you only have limited space holding the body. And to fix that problem, instead of coming in here and just welding pieces to it, they actually sell a whole front piece that you have to put together yourself, weld it all in. But we'll do it. We'll install this inner bracing and just make it all look cool. So once we do that, we'll send it off to powder coat, get that done. Engine-wise, we might repaint it because it just depends what color we go with the chassis. We might just do black because it's original. And I know that's Tommy loves original. So he's definitely a 70s, like, loves the 70s. screw this in. This is going to be a head turner. This is one that my dad and I collabed on also. My dad did all the body work on this car. Did all the metal work, my dad did all the body work. I guess I'm going to start test fitting first. Where the bars are all welded in like that all crazy, I can't get my firewall in there for sure. So I'm going to start off with the dash, with the cowl. If I could get them at least clamped on, because I'm not going to start screwing them in yet or until I get it all pretty much fit where it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
From there. For real. I kind of want to take my doors down so I can fit my doors to make sure that they don't move. I think the most important thing about putting all this stuff together is, man, these bars in my way, is putting everything on. You kind of get an idea right here where the spot welds are. So this will be pretty easy to put back exactly where it goes. And then when I go to do the rest of the stuff, I really have to put it all in, clamp it. If I have to drill a hole and Clico it to hold it in place just to get more pieces on, I want it as complete as possible. So whenever I do start welding it, I won't run into a problem, you know what I mean? Everything's been pre-fit, it's on there. But once it's on there solid, and then I will start doing all my holes and I'll keep it in place. That way when I put it back, everything falls into the same hole pretty much, you know. Here's the pieces that we cleaned up yesterday. That's just chemical only. Look at that. No rust. So I'll throw a little bit of a primer in there. All of this has been epoxy primered. And my dash was very hard to put on. So of course it's even harder to take back off. You don't have to leave it in there. I mean, I can leave it in there if I want, and then just fix everything, put it back together, but I learned while looking at this, and pictures of other cars, that this goes on first. Once this piece goes on, and then my cowl goes on, let me kind of show y'all real quick. Let me put my other window piece in. The reason these came out was because these were rusted up real bad. And we had already, you see where we already replaced this little corner piece, this corner piece. And the rest of it was rusted real bad. So we cut it off, peeled it like an orange, cleaned it up. We're gonna seal it. And then I will weld it back in, just the way the factory did. After I weld these pieces in, and then I'm going to grab my cowl. Let me grab my cowl over here right beside you. My cowl. And this piece goes, oh, it's heavy, but it goes something like that. And then my dash goes something like that. This is how it goes. So now I'll pull everything back off and try to put it on neatly, and hopefully that'll be good. But yeah, that's how it goes. It's not exactly how I do things, but it worked. So now start the process, reverse it. The dash, remove my cowl, set it over here with my frame with no instructions.
A frame with no instructions, is that a story for later?
Yes, it'll be a later story. Well, you know, it's got these little tabs. See these little indentions? So this only goes one place. And then it also has little holes where I've been putting these little 5/16 bolts in to hold my thing in place. So you kind of, it gives you an idea of where everything goes. So you don't have to completely reinvent the wheel, try to get all the measurements perfectly fine. I mean, they're going to be, but that helps us by already laying out the basic shape, you know what I mean? So back to this business. Move my dash out the way. I am going to have to end up cutting all this bracing out because I'm not going to be able to get my firewall in. I have to make sure that we are touching our, what are they, car dollies?
Oh, okay.
My little jingle blocks. And it's solid, it's on there, it's not moving. So if I take this part off, these arms, take them off, it shouldn't follow me. Man, I'm so looking forward to getting this car done, for real. It excites me because this has been one that you always try to do as much work as you can to show one car and show your work and show what you can and cannot do. And with this car, I mean, besides the engine, transmission, building, we pretty much built the entire car. For sure. 100%. And this will be a good one. Oh. You see, I replaced all this bottom. I replaced that bottom over there because I see welds. See, it's kind of grinds right there, but on the other side, I still have a little bit of weld. On that side, you can see it real good. So I've done a bunch of repairs. The A pillar, I never replaced it because I couldn't find one. Maybe somebody makes one, but I don't know. I didn't find it, and that's why I left these, because I would have replaced them. But now it doesn't need to because we ended up blasting it. On that side, you see this black stuff. After we blasted it, it had a little bit of pitting, and we really didn't want to replace it because it wasn't going to be original. And we decided to just clean it up. And body panel glue, I don't recommend use it, but if you have to, liquid weld, it's not going anywhere. It's another 70 years it'll live. But it's good in a way that we kind of have some of the original car, even though majority of it's been replaced. When you buy aftermarket stuff and it comes like this product here, this is just a primer to get it overseas so it doesn't rust before it gets here. We don't keep this primer on at all, ever. Anything that we've done, we've sanded it off and we put a quality epoxy primer. In our case, DP40, made by PPG. It's a little higher than others, but the quality behind it, especially now after hearing that one of my paint jobs has lasted 10 years and still looks like the day he picked it up, it just means so much to me. And it also means that I was correct by standing behind my products. You know, I've always pushed PPG, not because it's the most expensive paint in the world, but because it's the best quality paint in the world. And I've proven that over and over and over. So once again, we're going to prove it here. Just because its parts are made Taiwan, wherever they were made, we're going to give it the quality for it to last like if it was made in America. To save time, I'm going to just get it blasted. It'll take the guy 20 minutes to do this. It would take me probably 2 hours to do this, you know, just to get it sanded, just so I can wipe it clean and primer it all over again. Not black. We're going to do a gray epoxy primer. Or I think I used gray green on this one, which is, I love gray green. This looks factory to me. So we'll use the same on the dash, the firewall, the cowl. Get as much as that black primer off as we can, and put some good quality, put a cap of some good quality primer on it, and then we can guarantee it with the confidence that we have with the rest of the car, you know. So yeah, so for today, probably going to time lapse, but for today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these. I think I have some spray primer because these will never get water or anything in them. So just to keep the moisture, you know, from doing any damage, I will rattle can them with the spray primer, and then load it on. I'll get this side tacked on, I'll tack the other side on, and then we'll go from there and try to have all this upper stuff tacked in today. This weekend we're gonna blast our parts, so I do have to get this dash off one way or another.